Hello and welcome to the Trend Crush, my fashion and beauty blog. So today I want to talk about a little bit of how to manage color treated hair. Um, since I recently dyed my hair, my hair is originally black, and so I've been dyeing it for a few months now, and I wanted to sort of talk to you a little bit about how to manage it, how to maintain it, because it tends to be very dry, especially when you dye it blonde. Your hair sort of just becomes very brittle and very dry, and you start to see a lot of split ends. So I wanted to talk about how to avoid that and what products are out there to help you. So first of all, I guess I'll talk a little bit about the hair dye that I'm using. So this hair dye right now that I'm using is L'Oreal Paris. There you go, so you can see it. And I'll put up a link on the blog to sort of show you what product this is. Um, so basically, I would advise people who are looking to dye their hair to a very light color to first use a product that has no ammonium. At the beginning, when I first started dyeing my hair, I was using products that were ammonium free, and that sort of led my hair to be a little bit more lively, I found, than your average blonde hair. And I have a few friends who have it, dyed blonde, and it tends to be very lifeless and sort of brittle and dry. So in order to avoid that, I would start off with some hair dyes that are ammonium free, and I'll post up some links to some of these products that I used to use that sort of really helped me to get to a point where now I feel comfortable using a product that does have ammonium, but that I feel that now it won't damage my hair as much. So yes, I'll also put that up. Another thing I want to talk about is, so initially when I was dyeing my hair, which I was doing on my own, I was using this sort of tip that comes with the product, which is right here. And then I went to a hairstylist, and when she dyed my hair, and this only happened once, everything else I've sort of done to my hair by myself. And so I went to my hairstylist, and she was actually using this brush, which I found was really useful and helped, make things a lot faster and more efficient. And I'll also put up a link to where you can find one of these. It's about $1, so it's very affordable. And then usually I'll put the product actually in here. So the hair dye, I'll mix it up all in here, and then mix it up with the bowl with the brush, and then from there, what you would do is, sort of dip the brush into the mixture and just put it all over the edges of your hair, because you don't want to have like little black hairs sticking out through the side, especially when you sort of decide to put your hair up and things like that. Then it's really obvious, the areas that you miss if you did miss any. So I would go around first around all of the edges and use this brush and color them in. And then as you're going into the hair, I would start off from the ear, make a little line, and sort of pull that out and dye the bottom and the top. So it's hard for me to do here because I'm not using a mirror, but so you would go here and dye it down and then dye it up. And then go in again here into the next one, and again dye the bottom and the top with the brush. And then you just do this all throughout your hair, and then also in the back. So you would do a line that's from here down and then here into the back, and then separate it. And then once you do that, then you dye the bottom and the top. So I'll do another video where I'll show you exactly how I do it, and I'll also do it myself so that you can really see the process and how it's done. But this is sort of, I guess, a brief introduction into that. And then another, I guess, piece of advice that I would have for you is get a deep conditioner, because it really helps to maintain your hair. And prior to that, I was seeing that my hair was sort of getting a lot of split ends, and it wasn't manageable. Like, I wasn't able to do this where I'm just putting my fingers to my hair. That was very difficult, and it was stressful for me because it sort of showed how damaged it was. You can really tell once you sort of put your fingers through it and you see that I'm not like struggling to get through my hair. That's kind of how you're able to tell whether or not your hair is really, really, really dry. And so I found this product. This is one of the deep conditioners that I found, and I'll also put up a link for this. It's from L'Oreal, and it's called Eversleek, and I use this after I shampoo in the shower. So you go ahead, you shampoo like you usually do, you know, remove the shampoo, wash it all out, and then you add this to the ends. So I would usually do from here down. But if you notice that your hair is really, really dry and brittle, that you can't even put your fingers through it from the top, I would also do the top. And just, you know, comb it through as you're, you know, washing your hair in the shower. And then leave it in for about 2 minutes. So during these 2 minutes, I usually just comb through it, make sure it's like gone into all the sections of my hair. And then after the 2 minutes are done, just wash it off. And you'll immediately notice that it's a lot smoother and it's so much easier to manage. But also, you know, be sure to wash it all off, because otherwise when you actually start to blow dry it, you'll notice that it's sort of very oily. So make sure that you wash it all off and, you know, finish showering. And that's it. It's pretty easy. So I was using this for about a month. You're supposed to use it maybe once a week, but my hair was very dry, so I was using it about twice a week. And I haven't seen any side effects from using it more than I should. I mean, it's still, you know, still worked. So yeah, so I used this. And then eventually I went back to get another deep conditioner, and I couldn't find that one, so I found this one, which is also from L'Oreal. So you can see there, it's supposed to be there's supposed to be 5 different ways that it repairs your hair, and it does work. That's the one that I used today, and it really worked. So I would recommend you, and it's the same process. You know, you shampoo your hair, then rinse it off, then you add this, and you put it in through halfway through, and then you wash it off. And all of these deep conditioners, they really, really work, and I really recommend that if you're, you know, color treating your hair, that you definitely find a deep conditioner that works for you. And these are the ones that have been working for me. So yes, it's really essential. I would say that if you don't buy anything else for your hair, aside from, you know, getting it color treated, you definitely need a deep conditioner. Just because I guess the chemicals really dry and damage your hair. So in order for it to, you know, flow and like for you to be able to put your fingers through it and for it to really look smooth, and I think it's part of what makes it look very natural, is keeping it, you know, very conditioned. So I would definitely encourage you to get a deep conditioner. If you don't do anything else, get a deep conditioner. Okay. And then I guess lastly, once you've come out of the shower and you're ready to blow dry your hair, which is another thing that really damages your hair. And if you think about it, you are putting your hair through a lot, you know, by putting all these chemicals into it, you know, sort of stripping away parts of the color that's already naturally in your hair. And then aside from that, now you're going to add heat into it. So, you know, you're really putting your hair through a lot. So in order to reduce the damage, I would also encourage you to use something that is a heat protector for your hair. So this is the one that I found. And again, I'll put up a link for this. And I find that this not only helps your hair not get so damaged from the heat, but it also helps reduce the frizz. And in the summer, this is going to be your best friend because it gets so bad, at least for me. In the summer, it just gets so out of control, just very frizzy and just huge, and that's not in right now, so don't do it. Yeah, so basically wash your hair. You're about to blow dry it. Before you blow dry it, add, like I would say from here down, add about half a tablespoon of this to each side. And then once you're done doing that, you know, blow dry your hair. I usually blow dry my hair, and then I sort of use a flat iron because that makes it less poofy. It sort of gives you volume. The hair dryer gives you volume, but then the flattening iron makes it straight so that it's not so frizzy, but it's still, you know, looking kind of straight. That's sort of what I did today. So I also recommend that you do that too. It also depends on your hair type. I know I have friends who don't need to put their hair through so much, but maybe because their hair is straighter. Mine tends to be a little bit wavy, so I need the straightening iron after I blow dry it. But some of you might not need that, so it depends. It depends on your hair. So yeah, so I encourage you to use this before you blow dry your hair or straighten it. And after, I use it so that it doesn't give me so much of a frizz. Like I said, frizz is a huge thing for me. It tends to happen a lot. So I avoid that by using this. And I think that's it for today. So I hope that you found these tips useful. And go ahead and check out the blog. It's thetrendcrush.com. And I look forward to hearing any comments, or if you found other products that you think would be something that people should try. Don't be afraid to post it. And that's it. All right. So you guys have a great day.